I was just having a normal walk. Like I was just gonna walk normal. God said, go back home, get your ball. I'm gonna show you something. So I walk by, right? I walk. I keep walking. I go back home. I get my ball, right? Um, I walk. I come to the court, but first I see trees. Now I'm on the other side, so it's not the trees they showed me. But let me just show you something. These dead trees right here. This resembles what my life is going to be if I keep talking the way I do about myself. And I'm not talking about positive. I'm talking negative. This is what God said my life is gonna come to. These trees look burnt, right? It says every tree with bad fruit gets torn down and thrown in the fire. That's Matthew 7. That's what God is saying gonna happen to me if I keep talking bad about me. Because I'm currently in His image. He warning me I'm gonna be grafted out. But that's a word. Now let me show you something else. Let me show you something else. You see this field right here? This field, this whole field, this whole place could be what I own. This whole estate could be what I own, and it could be even bigger. If I just be positive and stop like looking at myself as like a burden to people. Because I'm over here, I do more for people than anyone does for me easily right now. I'm not getting none of the blessings back that I'm sowing out. I'm reaping all the destruction from everyone else, and I'm not even sowing from my flesh. It's just a destruction of my resources because I'm giving them away. Now let me show you something. This gate right here. I came here thinking I was gonna play basketball. This is what this gate represents. You see this narrow place right here, right? Right here, right? See this whole field, this whole court? That's the narrow gate. That represents how narrow the gate is to life. Broad is a path to destruction. You see this trash? God showed me a trash earlier. This is how I treat myself sometimes. And the way I treat myself is going to reflect on how I treat people one day. And how I treat God. You see, for a while, when I was giving on these things, I was happy. After a while, when I gave literally everything I had, I got mad at God. I was like, you know what? I'm going to obey you. I'm going to do everything you say. And I'm going to treat people the same way. But I'm mad at you, God. And I'm just being honest. You know me. I'm built off transparency, not feelings. This is the representation. This trash right here is the representation of what God said how I treat myself when I'm mad at Him. Then this gate. This represents the narrow road. The trash and them trees represent my destruction. You see, you feel me? You can go through this dirt right here, and you can go all the way through the mud. And you can go right through this gate right here, right? And you can graft your way right through this sliver right here. And the gates to heaven are even smaller. You can go through here. With man, it's impossible, not with God, folks. You feel me? But let me tell you something. God told me the way I be treating myself, just trash. Now let me show you something. You see, this field could be my whole playing field. This is the gates of heaven right here. Represented, right? This whole field. Now look further. These whole broken, burn up trees, these freaking this could be our estate in the kingdom. This whole park right here, right? And what God is telling me, there's a blessing that's coming to me on February 3rd. He's going to tell me to use that blessing for what I've been wanting since I was 8 years old. And He's going to bless me with that. But the thing is, fruits of that blessing depend on how I treat myself. It don't even depend on how I treat others. What the heck? What's up, babe? I don't even know who that is, but I mean, the fruits of that are going to be affected by how I treat myself. Let me show you something. All right. Let me show you something. Now, you walk on this road, you're going to step through a lot of goose crap and have to change your shoes a lot of time. You're going to have a lot of time. This is a park, man. This is a park. What I'm saying, you're going to have to step through the tribulations. The fire that you're going to have to go through in life is going to feel like stepping in dog turds, man. That's just what it is. And this is what it is. That's how bad it feels to live in the flesh. That's how hard it is to walk this road. Now, you can grow like this field right here, or you can die like this tree right here, or you can grow like that one. There are 4 answers God will give you in prayer. Right now, let's go. In terms of getting my blessing, is grow. In terms of going after it, is go. God has told me it's going to happen on the 3rd, but the point is, if I want to reap the benefits of that blessing, I'm going to have to grow. The blessing's already there. The blessing's established. It's confirmed. I'll have what I need. I'll have the money I need that God is going to give me to get that blessing. The problem is, I had to get it. The blessing I'm getting is an attorney fee to move someone here, and I'm going to get married, but that's the blessing. The point is, if I want the fruits of that blessing, and I want it to be fruitful and multiply the blessings through what marriage gives in a godly ordaining marriage, then I'm going to have to stop putting myself down. Because let me see this water. What is this? Now, let me walk up here. Not all the way in, obviously. I'm not trying to die, but you know what I'm saying. Let me walk closer. So you see the water? This represents what water is now. You see the water dirty. You see it's frozen. The water's hardened, just like people's hearts. The water's dirty, just like our flesh. Disgusting. This is what we have now. God, the Lord Jesus Christ offers living water. What I'm saying is, if I take in the daily bread, take that living water, and I take it in myself, and I use it to confirm what God says about me, instead of saying what people and myself think, I can be blessed with the blessing God's going to give me. God has already confirmed when he's going to give the blessing. God has already confirmed how it's going to happen. He's told me everything that's going to happen before it happens. But he also told me how the blessing affects me and others is going to be dependent on me and how I treat myself. And I'm treating my body right. That's the facts. I'm treating my body right, but am I treating my mental health right? Am I treating my emotional state right? Am I getting enough rest? Sure, I'm eating better. Yeah, I'm moving around more. Doing more exercise. Sure, I'm in better shape. That's great. How am I treating my mind? My soul and spirit are in a better place. How am I treating my mind though? How am I treating my emotions? How do I feel after doing all this? How I treat myself matters if I'm gonna make the blessings work. That's what I'm saying, cuz how do I treat myself? Because I'm gonna be honest, I beat myself up a lot, whether I'm on stream or off it. Y'all see it? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't need to lie. I never have. Never will need to lie. There's no reason for me to lie. I think that's one of the few sins that I haven't done consistently, even when I was living in sin. I've never been somebody that was never able to be fully transparent, either with myself or others. I've always been very big on reflecting on things that I may do or may not do and trying to make changes. There was a time when I thought I couldn't change, but one of the things I had to change was not my honesty. Only thing I had to change the honesty of is who am I and who is God. That's it. Other than that, I knew who everyone around me was. I knew where I stood. I know what I say and what I think and what I do, whether it's right or wrong, fully aware. And I've never been short of telling the truth about it. Not once. Because I understand that I'm not perfect. And I feel like you'd have to be a prideful fool to think you're perfect or try to be. Now, I try to be perfect as my Father is perfect. But the difference between what the Father says is perfect and what we say is perfect for a human versus God is two different things. You got to understand, when God expects perfection from a human, it's to be like him. When humans expect perfection, they expect 0 mistakes. God knows you'll make mistakes. He even said all have sinned. Not all are sinners, but all have sinned. You won't find we're all sinners in the Bible. You know what God showed me? I'm about to approach the place where he showed me this. And he said, you know what? I'm going to grant that prayer because you're ready, but let me show you. So this is why I got revealed, right? Now, I could raise kids in this park. I could go around here. I could flourish. We can swing around. We can have fun. We can grow like grass. We can grow like these trees. Or I can die like those in the back. I can stay in the front line and be a blessing to others, blessing them in the get. Or I could die like that tree right there. Not dying like physical death or spiritual death, but all the blessings God could give me could die because of how I treat myself. And that's just a fact. You have to reflect on not just how you treat others and treat God. You have to reflect on how you treat yourself, cuz. And I'm not even talking self-love. God is love. He can do that for you and help you love yourself. People around you, if you hang around godly people, will also help teach you that because of the God inside of them. But you can't. Faith without works is dead, dude. And that means obedience. And that means you gotta agree with who God says you are and set it in stone. I feel like my biggest struggle right now is doubt. And that's not doubting God, it's doubting myself. You feel me? That's the biggest pain I go through, is what I say to myself. I'm back in that broken place, you know? And although I'm back in that broken place, soon I'll be out. I'm not living in sin or nothing. I'm not even committing willful sin. I haven't in a while. But I will admit that the things that have been going on definitely breaking me. And the circumstances are breaking me. But the things going on definitely could break you. But the first part starts with yourself. It starts at home. How do you treat yourself? And then when you walk outside, how do you treat yourself? And then you put those things in practice in church. Don't expect your preacher to be perfect. He has to be just as submissive to God as you are. You expect the preacher to be good from God's perspective, and you can't even be perfect in your own reflection when you look in the mirror, bruh. If you were so perfect, why'd you put makeup on last night or yesterday morning? If she was so perfect, why'd you brush your hair? Why'd you brush your teeth? Wouldn't you be perfectly clean? Why'd you take a shower if you were so perfect? If you were so perfect, you wouldn't need to clean yourself, right? You wouldn't be naturally clean. That's just physical features. If you were so perfect, why'd you have to go to church? Why'd you have to pray to God to forgive you from getting drunk last night? If you were so perfect, why'd you have to pray to God to forgive you from having sex out of wedlock? If you were so perfect. You don't need God, right? Because you need God so little, right? That the simplest things that you can avoid doing in your control, you do anyway. Because you can't be perfect in your own standard. Name one thing you have set out for yourself that you have done perfectly and made zero mistake on. Oh, wait. There's nothing. The only thing I can say that you do perfectly is do the opposite of what you said you want to do perfectly. There has been 33 goals I set this year. I've done 15 of them. 11 of them were before 2025. And I set them 2 months before the year to get done in 2025. Well, fun fact though, right? Fun fact, you know, fun fact, before people get on me. Fun fact is, the goals I set were obtainable, very easy to gain, very realistic, and the 33 goals I set were done perfectly with no mistakes. I don't care how righteous you are, I don't care how holier than thou you are, you will never be perfect. Now, if you willfully sin every day, that's a different story. But you're either in a garden or a graveyard, you feel me? And the word today is incompetence. Are you competent? Are you diligent in your efforts to do better? Do you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, I'm not perfect, but God wouldn't change me anyway? Because I know when I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror and I'll be like, there's God's image right there. And He would not change it. But there are things I want to change, and I need God to do it. But y'all want to come out here and say, you know, everybody's perfect and everything is cool. You know, you want to talk about how all life is great and, you know, pretend everything in your life is okay. If you want to be complacent, just say that. But I don't. I am okay with admitting, whether I'm sinning or not, that there are things that I want to change about myself. I'm perfectly okay with that. And I feel like anyone should be, because admitting that you need things changed to be made is the first step in admitting you have a problem. Okay? Being overweight, if you're not overindulging in food, which can happen due to a slow metabolism, being overweight is not a sin. That is not a sin. There's nowhere in the Bible that says you can't be fat. But a lot of people that are fat do not want to be fat. The first step to not being fat is recognizing, hey, I'm fat. You know what I mean? Or the first step, you know, maybe, let's see. I'm thinking of another example of something that people want to change that isn't sin. Maybe you just don't like your hair. You want to change your hair. No hairstyle in the Bible that's simple, but maybe you just woke up and were like, I want to change my hairstyle. Right. Well, the first step to changing your hairstyle is booking an appointment saying, I don't like my hair and I want to change it. So there are plenty of things I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and want to change. But in reality, I'm still going to look at myself and be like, oh, that's God's image. Wouldn't change it for nothing. He wouldn't change it. He wouldn't have made it if he wanted to change it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the important thing, man. And not gonna lie, it's lunchtime. I'm hungry, but yeah. I've been waking up around like in between 5 and 7 every morning. I have not woke up later than 7:30 actually in the whole year. Actually, I haven't woken up late at all. And I don't think I will for the entire month of January. Because currently I'm grinding for something. So, yeah. You know. So, like when we look at changes we want to make, right? And we look at how you know, everything around us, right, changes with it. It's actually insane to be honest, in my opinion. I'm just being real, man. This video is funny. Oh my gosh, dude.
What's up with you, bro? Hey, look, I'm about to be on my way, but I'm gonna stop and get some food real quick because I'm starving.
Oh no, you can save your money. Just come through. We already cooked. We got everything you need over here already.
Say less.
All right, bet. Hey, yo, Sade on the way.
What up? Y'all, what it do?
Yeah, we were just waiting for you so we can all eat together.
Yeah.
We'll grab you a plate out the kitchen.
Oh no.
I'm so hungry. Just waiting on you.
What? I know y'all playing with me right now. What? Cut it out right now. I know y'all playing. No, everything already done.
Yeah, go get you a plate.
All I see on y'all plate is chicken, and fish.
That's right. I got shrimp too. No, I got shrimp too.
Okay. Y'all know I'm vegan. Bro, I told you on my way here that I was starving, and you said you got food for me to save my money. All I see is chicken, and you know I'm vegan.
Oh, that's what the little doctor that be helping out the little animals? Oh, that's
No, that's a veterinarian.
Yeah,
what's okay? I mean, you could probably have some of this fish stuff.
I mean,
What's that? That's the little people that be taking care of the sick animals.
Yo, wait a minute. Cornell, bro. I told you before I left the house that I was already starving. It took me 30 minutes to get here. You know you don't got no parking. It took me another 20 to find parking. I parked like a block and a half up the street. Like, this is crazy. I'm really hungry and I'm not about to leave after it just took me 20 minutes to find parking.
Wait, looking at me, I didn't even know she was vegan.
What you mean, bro? I told you last month in the club.
In the club. I be drunk at the club. How am I gonna remember that?
Oh my gosh.
Is this why you don't get drunk,
I
Chad?
remember you saying you was going vegan.
But that was like 2 months ago, and I didn't know you was gonna be serious.
Oh, I'm for real out here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a real live vegan. I go hard, okay? I'm almost a year in.
Hey, but usually when people say they going vegan, they don't really be consistent. It takes about 3.
That is hilarious and also true. Most of the time when people go vegan, it's not consistent at all at first.
4 tries.
Just try.
Hey, let me turn this TV on real quick. Let me chop it up. All right, so chat. I got a question for y'all. So let's say what is y'all reaction? You order food, they give you the wrong order. What's your reaction to people? What is your reaction? You get the wrong order. And the reason I'm asking this is for food for thought. Where I'm hungry. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm starving. The reason I'm asking that, chat, is good. Do you make that mac and cheese you were talking about?
Yeah, I was thinking about making that.
But before that, can you make like some fries and some cheese and some ranch? I'm hungry.
Can I what?
The fries, cheese, and ranch that I normally make. Can you make that, please? Hungry. Anyways, you heard me, right? Huh?
I heard you.
Okay. So you know what I want with the mac and cheese? Remember
You
what I
want fries with
said? Cheese and ranch, yes.
ranch
Okay.
dressing
And cheese.
and cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So chat, that's
I don't know about how much cheese you're gonna get because we don't have a lot of cheese.
Just give me enough to cover most of it.
But I know you're fixing it. I need a couple minutes.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was the greatest I'm him play of all time in Apex history, but still. Alright, back to the conversation. What would y'all do if y'all got the wrong order in a restaurant though? Cause like genuinely. Cause like the food for thought is in the beginning of the stream, so actually I'm gonna hop off here. I know what I need to do.